Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Mac here, and I'm bringing you another banger video. And today we're going to be talking about, like the title says, Kyle Van Noy and his pending release from the Miami Dolphins. Now, this kind of came as a shock, man, because Kyle Van Noy in 2020, he just signed that 4-year, $50 million deal, $30 million guarantee, and now after one season, we're releasing him. You know, it kind of caught me by surprise. It caught a lot of analysts by surprise, but I looked into it, man, and I looked at his stats. I looked at what he offered, and I re-looked at a couple of games, not the whole season, but I re-looked at a couple of games, and I was looking at his effectiveness. He did drop back in coverage, a few times, not too many. He was mainly a pass rusher this season, but for $51 million, he brought us 6 sacks. $51 million, 6 sacks. And just to put this in perspective, that's not even a sack a game. All right. Now, he's getting paid around, I want to say around 12 to 13 million a year, right? For that $50 million contract, 12 to 13 million a year. I think this 2021 season, he was scheduled to make $13 million. By cutting him, we're saving around $10 million in cap for this offseason. Now, with that said, look at another player on that team that had a pretty good year. I would say it's a breakout year for him, which was Andrew Van Ginkel, who came and did 5.5 sacks this year off limited playing time, and he's getting paid $1 million. All right, I think it's a little less than $1 million, but somewhere around there. He's getting paid pretty much $1 million, and he produced pretty much the same stat line as your guy who's producing 6 sacks and getting paid $51 million. Now, I know Van Noy brought something different to the team. He brought that veteran leadership. He brought the playoff experience. And I know we didn't go to the playoffs, but, just bringing a guy like that who's been there, done it, has a ring, he brings a different type of energy to your team. And with him there, as well as already knowing the system, knowing the coach, knowing what to expect from Brian Flores, from playing with him back in New England, you think, okay, this is a good move. He can just fit right in, plug and play, help guys work on their fine tuning, especially the young guys on that line, like Devon Godchild, who unfortunately got hurt, Christian Wilkins, help Shaq Lawson better develop his game, Emmanuel Agba help better, you bring these winning veterans to come in and teach some of the younger guys how to win. Jerome Baker, Andrew Van Ginkel, so I do feel, they brought him in for that reason as well as production. And just looking at what he put on the field, and it wasn't like he played like super bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Calvin Noy is a bum or anything like that. I just think that he didn't perform to what the Dolphins wanted of him, and they were paying him a lot of money when they have another guy who can fill that role and pay him less than half of what they were paying Van Noy. Now, as far as trading goes, I don't think anyone wanted to take on that contract, so I think that's why. Plus, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Van Noy is turning 30. So, having a guy on that big of a deal when they're about to pass 30 is kind of one of those, like, okay, do we really want to do this type of things? So, so I do, after looking at, the stats, I can understand why they released him. Plus, with this, what is about $10 million in savings they have for the off season, they can go out and maybe add some more depth to the offensive line, add some more depth to the defensive line. I'm not saying they go out there and get them a starter, but go get depth, because you can never have enough depth. They might go out there, get them another wide receiver, get them another defensive back, another safety, whatever the case may be. And speaking of safety, another rumored cap casualty might be Eric Rowe. We'll see how that develops, and if they do release him or anything like that, I'll make a video on that. But yeah, man, I think Kyle Van Noy, his release, Yes, it came at a surprise, but I do understand the move, and I think it was more so because Van Ginkel did show that he can play um, pass rusher. Okay, and I want to put emphasis on pass rusher because I looked at Van Ginkel a lot during his time, especially during that Rams game. He is a purely a pass rusher. He has no run stopping ability whatsoever. All right, so uh, I think that's one thing that Van Noy did have over Van Ginkel. Van Noy could somewhat stop the run, and Van Ginkel sure as hell can't stop the run. Um, but I mean, like I said, it's not the worst move. It did come as a surprise, especially being the first year in that contract. But it saves us money in the long run. We have a player already in place that can replace him, so that money can just be used for something else. And also, I do want to note, beforehand there were rumors that they were going to restructure his deal, and maybe that's another precursor to them wanting to release him. He didn't want to restructure his deal. I don't know the full details. I'm sure more stuff will come out along the way about this, but I just want to get my thoughts out on it real quick. So, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's your boy Mac, and I'm out.